everyone, welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I am PJ and today is, I believe it's a Sunday, and so I wanted to share with you the storm, the creek. Early this morning, 6 o'clock I came out, it was daylight and the creek was pretty high. I was really concerned about it breaking the banks. But it stopped raining for just a couple of hours, and it gave it just enough time to drain out enough that it did not break the banks. But now the storm has moved back in, and we are rotating back and forth between steady rain and flash flooding rain. So far, the flash flooding rain has not lasted long enough to bring the creek back up, but definitely on standby today because the creek has definitely been up and down today. So just keeping an eye on the situation. I think today's random fact is going to be my very first job. I know I should be facing the camera, but I thought I would let you watch the creek, the storm. Earlier this morning, the creek was up to the banks, and I thought it was getting pretty close to breaking the banks. It did stop raining for a couple of hours, and that gave it time to drain out just a little bit. And then now it's raining again, and so once again the creek is rising. Can you see the hummingbird? I'm going to see if I can. There's a pair of hummingbirds. Oh, they flew away. Oh, there they are. I'm going to zoom in. Okay, so we've got some hummingbirds that's out there, and I've zoomed this in really close, hoping you can get some shots of the hummingbirds. We've got a pair out there, and they really like this storm. They've been playing in there ever since the storm started and the rain. They've been really active out here. And now I've got it so zoomed in now you can't watch the creek with me. But anyway, today's random fact is about my very first job. I think I mentioned in a previous video, when I was 4 or 5, we left Tennessee and we moved to southern Missouri, down in the Boot Hill. For a short amount of time, I think we lived in Kennett, Missouri. I really don't remember living there, but it seems that we did. And from there we moved to a small town called Caruth, and I don't remember a whole lot about that. I remember my father worked for a man named Mr. Watt, and so it was a running joke back then. You know, the guy said, or my father asked him what his name is, and he said Watt, and so he spoke a little louder, "What is your name?" and he said Watt. And so anyway, I can remember that because of that running joke. Oh, there's 3 hummingbirds. Oh, this one come up to the porch. He was real close. Too bad he was out of the camera shot. You would have liked that. So from Caruth, we moved to a town called Hornersville, and we lived there for about 8 years or so, up until I was a freshman in high school. So I think we lived there from 1st grade until 9th grade. Are you off to work?
I'm off to work.
All right, well, I hope you don't have to swim.
Swimming's bad because I don't float.
Wow, okay. Have a good day.
Love
The internet's out, so I won't be able to chat with you today.
Hopefully the phone stays on. Call me if you need me.
All right, will do. So we moved to a small town called Hornersville, and I went to school there. The school district was Zenith Hornersville, and we lived there from 1st grade until my 9th grade year. Just a few weeks into my 9th grade, we moved further north. Where did we move to? Bernie? Yeah, Bernie, Missouri. Anyway, while we lived in Hornersville, I believe I was 12 years old. I believe it was the summer I was 12. I might have been 11, but 11 or 12. I know I was not 13. I was not 13, but I was 11 or 12. A lady that I went to church with was, I don't really know what her title was. I guess she was field supervisor. Anyway, she chopped cotton, and I talked to her, and she gave me a job chopping cotton with her. Now, I don't know if any of you folks have ever chopped cotton before, but it's certainly not a grown-up's dream job. It's hard work. It's out in the sun, the heat of summer, very, very, very hot, and not the ideal job. But as an 11 or 12-year-old, you're too young to care about any of that. All you know is you have a paycheck and money in your pocket. And that was a very good thing for an 11 or 12-year-old little girl. And so I was able to buy my own school clothes, and I was able to buy my own school shoes and my own school supplies. And I was so proud that I was able to do that, and my mom didn't have to do that for me. I just felt really good that I was able to do that for myself. Apparently I was a pretty proud 11-year-old or 12-year-old. So yeah, my very first paying job was chopping cotton. I also remember that same job that same summer. I think I did that 2 summers in a row. But I also, down in southern Bootheel of Missouri, not only was cotton very popular, but so was melons, cantaloupe and watermelon. And I remember sitting on the back of a tractor. We were spraying the weeds, and we would jump off and hurry up and chop weeds. So I don't remember exactly what I was doing on that, but I do remember riding on the back of the tractor, and we would jump off and do something. I don't know what we were doing. Maybe we were picking, or I don't know. But anyway, that's how I earned my first paycheck. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching the hummingbirds and the rain and sneak peeks through the tree limbs to see the rising creek. Thanks for hanging out, and until we speak again, God bless.